Hey guys, it's the Redstone Wizard here again, bringing you an update on the amusement park. Well, it's been a while since I've even been in here. I've been slowly working on the haunted house, but I figured, you know what? We need a roller coaster. So I picked this spot over here because we still got a good amount of space that way, that way. In fact, we even have a good amount of space this way, but I want the coaster fairly close to the entrance because I figure, hey, everybody likes a roller coaster. So, first things first is we need to create the departure station and the exit. Alright, so I'm just doing this right off the top of my head. I have really no plan on how I'm going to do this and how I'm going to make it look. So, yeah, like I said, I have no idea what I'm planning because some of this stuff I don't plan because I can't. I just have an idea and I run with it. Okay, let's try. I don't know if this is gonna work. Hmm. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna. Vortex. That don't work. Okay. So I'll figure something out to get this thing automatically going. So, yeah, I'll be back in a bit with the more information once I figure out exactly more on how I'm going to do this. So, give me a few moments, I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back and I actually got the hands-free minecart departure and a ending rail. I'm still working on getting it complete, but what happens is as soon as you hop in the minecart, you take off. Now, as the return goes, simple cactus breaking method. Yeah, no one's in there, but you will always end up with spares inside here. So if we just 1, 2, 3, 4, this is full now. We have one in here, so if any item goes into that hopper, it's going to pop up there. Yeah, I know it could probably do a way that it will guaranteed all of them pop out, but there's no point in it. This is a closed system, so we don't have to worry about minecarts getting lost. If someone's not on it, it's not going to go. So, now, next step is I'm going to do a forced exit here. Because, well, I don't want people to come here and stand here. I want people to come over here. So I'll work on that. And I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Actually, it's only been a couple of minutes. But whenever you come, you're done right there. So let's first hop in this minecart. Take off. Ooh, we just finished the ride. We just went around the ride. Okay, and push the button. Right there. So, you know what? I'm just going to do a quick temporary track. Just a quick little loop. Just to show you guys roughly what it would do. Then we will start working on the fun parts, which is the entire coaster itself. So, yeah, let me get that quick track built up because, it's annoying and it's going to take me a bit. So, I will return in a few moments. Okay, guys, I'm back, and boy, doesn't that look like it's a fun ride. Well, it's just to show you guys what I'm doing, and we'll go through the entire minecart, the entire rail system, once we actually get the coaster built. Whoa! I can actually just write this for the exit and departure station. Well, personally. Basic coasters don't interest me much. It's the Redstone ones that actually that are actually, for me, really cool. But, yeah. So now we got that built. Now comes the fun part. One, removing these rails because we ain't going to need them anymore. But two, actually building the coaster. Now, I'm going to follow the traditional roller coaster method, which is actually primarily utilizing gravity. But you know what? We got the powered rails, which is pretty much our chains, or for the older style roller coasters, those were the pulling devices for the roller coaster. And in the current ones, some of the current ones, we have what's a magnetic takeoff system. And probably the most famous one is Superman from Superman in Six Flags Magic Mountain. That coaster, well, honestly, I don't like being on a roller coaster. I've been on those, and honestly, they freak me out. So, time to go up. We will determine the height once we get to the... I'll stop whenever I feel like it, basically. And I'm actually going to do a very interesting thing. I'm putting a turn. In fact, actually, we don't need that there. Okay, so... people use redstone blocks for this part because they want their rails powered. Me, I'll use levers because I can hide a lever. I can hide a redstone torch. And it's very simple, if you with the hiding part at least, is on the underside. Just use a torch, right there. Now power the rest of that line. Break this one, there. Now, one of the ways to hide them is, let's see here, let's go with smooth stone slabs. So on these corner parts, I'm putting smooth stone slabs, because we want to cover that up. We can even just go like that. And then like that. And yeah, we're just going to slowly just cover this part up. Now, what I'm talking about hiding is we're going to utilize every block that we have at our disposal. So, I'm going to place you there, you there. Actually, no, we don't want you guys there just yet. We want full blocks for these. Because what we're doing is bulking up the base like any good roller coaster would have. And because we bulked up the base, this one's going to be a little wonky, but we're not going to keep that torch there. We're going to go underneath, place a stair going backwards, a stair at this point, because now when we place a block there, I was in the right spot. We actually have a pillar that is actually hiding the redstone torch. So we just make this look nice. And anywhere where you would have a torch, just place a block just to fill in the gap. And all these are is just support beams. They don't have any purpose, because I've watched a lot of different people try to build a coaster, and usually when they build the coaster, they are running massive amounts of support beams, which is actually unneeded, because most coasters nowadays are designed to have very minimalistic in the support beam column. But they're specifically designed to maximize the amount of space for the support beam. So let's see here. And now let's just there we go. Now that looks like it's actually solid, which technically it would be. Okay, let's hop in. Alright, we get all the way up to the top pretty easy. So I'm going to continue the building up. Get it a little bit higher up, because, well, you can't have a coaster that low. Yeah, we want those right there, because those will be, yeah. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're just going to utilize this format for the framework to hide our power source for the rails, because it looks like these rails are just getting powered, but you don't see any redstone, which actually adds a little more to an aesthetic standpoint of it. Might change the design, at least when it comes to these pillars. Might make them a little more bulky, or might just change the material, which actually I think I'm going to do, because anybody that knows anything about painting and is actually really good at it, you can actually paint metal to look like wood, which actually that looks pretty good right there. But yeah, I just don't like its location, so I'm actually going to move it. It should be on the corner, not right where it was. But let's cover up that torch. There. Alright, and our center point's right there. So we need to place columns right here. Which means you go away for you, and you. There we go. Now all I have to do is set up my base. There we go. That actually looks a lot better. They actually would use trees to do a massive support, so that's what this looks like. And after a while, of course, can't decide, do I want it shaved? You guys let me know in the comments section if you think we should strip them or leave them. In fact, even use a different color, different type of wood. So, all right, I'm going to continue working on getting a basic layout of where I want to move the coaster to, and then we'll figure out a little bit of fun things here. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I got a basic layout, and it actually goes off of that point right over there, the ending. First thing is we climb up, we turn, you drop down, and then zigzag your way over, back into another loop. And this is just what I would classify as the high speed portion. Now we come back around, another zig, and then we go into a block that reverses the direction that we're going, into a free fall drop, which then loops back around, going into a tunnel, into a wall. And then you can't pop out on the other side of the wall and exit out. Of course, let's make it, well, like I said, this is just a rough idea. It's, well, not set in stone, because it's actually set in sand. Yeah, I know, that was horrible. It's mine. I'm owning it. So let's just go up to that. So let's go there. Alright, so now all we got to do is just continue building up. Occasionally making a pillar for support. In fact, actually, I think that height is pretty decent for the coaster, because we don't need these. Actually, no, we need those. Yeah, when you come up with the design on the fly, you gotta try to remember what you did. And then utilize that design throughout the entire build. Okay, we need to power that, so let's take another redstone torch, because I don't want to have to use the lever. That whole thing is now powered. And slabs. Yeah, like I said, I didn't design any part except for what you guys watched me design right in front of you, because well, when it comes to design, it's not my strongest point. don't get me wrong, I can design some things because everybody can design, but the question is, do you have a passion for it? Do you have the passion to build some of the most beautiful buildings, most beautiful scenery, most insane looking roller coaster builds? Well, when it comes to the exterior of it versus the redstone aspect of it, or do you have the drive to build the ultimate redstone roller coaster? That I can't tell, because I like doing redstone. I'll do just a lot of the different redstone builds. Doesn't matter what it is, I like doing it. But yeah, so let's just now start working on getting this down towards that point over there. So let's clear the inventory because I don't want to have anything. And we'll just set that right there just to put it in the system for when we take this one. Bam. Nice and smooth and fast. So now we are going to be going down, so we don't need any powered rails. We just going to use regular rails for this. Alright, let's get rid of it. There we go. That's good now. Alright, so and whenever you're building something like a roller coaster, always build sections of it, test it, because you want to make sure that, and don't just test that one section, test it all, because see, you might find that you don't like the way that one part feels. Alright, now here comes the fun part. We're just going to place regular rails all the way over it. One more. Here. Because if you guys didn't know, with the rails going like this, if you have some speed built up, you won't slow down. You won't gain any speed, but you won't slow down either. Hence why it's right there. We're going to drop down a bit more and boost ourselves up. But we should... let's throw a rail right there. Dump a minecart in, because these minecarts will always be in a closed system. And we're right where we want to be. Now this is a little this is pretty fast, which is fine with me. So yeah, I'm actually just building the base framework, and we'll work on the design of it later. Now, when it comes to tunnels, these can actually get fairly tricky. There's a reason why I stuck that one all the way at the bottom, because you can always adjust the distance once you figure out where you want your coaster to go. So if you notice, I'm actually keeping it pretty consistent with the blocks underneath. Okay. Up, 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 around, there, and there we go. Now, to make this actually continue to work, I'm just placing one power rail right there. And right here, I am going to be taking a lever because it's on the side. I'm going to cover that up with a slab. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and circle it around. Which means we should end up over here. So, let's clear the inventory because, well, I don't know why. I just want to clear it. Minecart in, walk up, here we go, full speed, and yep, right where we wanted to be. So, I'm going to continue on. I'm going to make a drop, I'm going to drop it down again to go under there. And we'll just continue on going, and then we'll get to those 2 points over there. In fact, actually, wrong thing. Yeah, I have to build it to get to that point because the only one that I will be able to do right now would be this one right here. Okay, so let's just set this up real fast. Alright, we got these. Alright, so we come all the way to this point. This is going to be the last thing. In fact, we need to drop that down there. And right here, we have a wall. Now what's going to happen is this wall, because you're going to be going into a tunnel, I'm actually going to have it lit up. Yeah, let's just use some lanterns because they're new and they look pretty. Yeah, they actually look pretty cool. All right, so let's go with some stairs. Yeah, I'll get this stuff textured and looking pretty cool, just not yet. Okay, we want to seal in that light, but yeah, let's just build that to there. Yeah, and on the ride you won't see any of the grass because, well, yeah, it's the ride, you won't see any because I'm covering it up. I hope honestly, I hope a lot of you guys don't have motion sickness from this coaster because, yeah, I ain't changing it. Once I found out about minecarts, I actually wanted to make my own roller coaster. Of course, who didn't playing Minecraft? It was one of those, yeah, we got to do this. Yeah, only reason why I'm using the lanterns in here is because I literally want you to see this wall. I don't want And the reason why those blocks are there is because I don't want any light bleeding from the outside. So, what's going to happen is you're going to be running down the rail, and you're just going to appear to, like going through the wall. Now, to make this effect work, we need one of the I classify a simple door. We just need a simple jump door. Now, I'm going to figure out more of the stuff before I show you guys how to put this, connect it to the railing system over here, and I'll finish up just the line over there. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back, and yeah, I'm still amazed how well I did this entrance. I find it pretty cool. But yeah, let's go take a look at the coaster now, because I actually finished it. Yeah, I know it's a little bit further than I actually wanted it. I actually wanted it closer. But you know what? Everybody will travel for a roller coaster. Now, let's take a quick ride. Now, I'm not going to be touching my controller at all because there's no point. Everything is set up so that it will automatically put you where you need to be. The view is all going to be pretty much just the same. Yeah, I think I might have to adjust a little bit of that right there. Put a slight delay. But yeah. Well, let's go through the different components. You got the rising one. Yeah, you guys seeing all of this. Now, where I left off was pretty much this section right here. Yes, I'm going to get this all covered up. I'm going to make it look as nice as I can. This is just going to be a huge block or something. I have no idea. I might get someone that actually can build better than me to figure out something to do with this and that over there and that up there. But what happens is, once you pass over this detector rail, you come rolling along, and this one is now not powered. So you actually come to a grinding halt. So this pulse extender holds it for a decent amount of time and then shoots you down. And we just come along, keep going, and then we go through the angle, which is actually you maintain the same speed that you would as if you were just running on power rails on regular rails. You come up, you bounce out for that block, and you come back, and as you saw, we just went up that way backwards. Now, anybody that knows anything about minecarts and rails knows that unless this track gets switched over, you will just head back down this way. Now, again, that's what this pulse extender is. It's a lot longer, but it's designed to hold this that way so that you come up, go down. So that's what that one does, and then we go back up to the top. This is the highest point in the coaster. You hit this detector rail, which powers that dust, which then powers these 3 repeaters, powering this block, which activates these 2, which you're actually on hold. It's not as long as the one over there, but you're backwards. Then you fall down, land, slide, hit this, and then just shoot off. And then back into, then I did this one a little bit just to show you guys how this one was. And then, you get out here. Then we come back into the arrival station. Get put on this block right here so that we can leave. So, you guys, if there's absolutely anything you want to know how to build in from my roller coaster, the first roller coaster actually in the amusement park, just let me know and I'll put a tutorial out for it. Alright guys, this is the Redstone Wizard. Enjoy building.